welcome to Insider Yachting. This is Market Watch Wednesday. We're here in beautiful Newport, Rhode Island. Weather's great. We're in the peak season here, so there's plenty of boats and plenty of buyers walking around here. So all of the yachts that we have for you today, there's about 30 that came on the market. We have the full brochures already created and ready to go for each and every one of these boats. So if there's anything that you'd like more information about, then email me direct at philip.bell@insideryachting.com, or you can get over to insideryachting.com and you can contact us via the website there. Leave us your name, your email address, and the name of the boat that you're interested in. So let's take a look at this week's boats. So like I said, we have about 30 today. We're going from biggest to smallest. The first one here is a new build concept, wouldn't be completed until 2017 at the earliest. This is a Perini Navi, 73 meters, so that's just under 240 feet. Has 7 guest staterooms. It is quite a hefty price for a Perini Navi. They're not too well known for their motor yachts. But the asking price is just under $110 million. Next is Destination Fox Harbor. We've seen this come on and off the market quite a few times over the last couple of years. It's a Trinity, 161 feet long. The boat was built in 2008. It has the usual Trinity layout, 6 staterooms for 13 guests. One of the twin cabins has a Pullman bed in there for the extra capacity. They're asking just under $18 million, and they are up in Canada right now, actually. Next is Dias. We haven't seen this boat before. This is a new Bonetti come on the market. It was built in 2006, went through a refit last year. It has a 6 stateroom layout. This is isn't their newest design of the 145 Vision series. The newer models have much more sort of window and really bring the outside in, but this has been a hugely popular model for them and great charter option. So that boat's asking just over $13 million. It's over in Turkey at the moment. It's a good boat if you're looking to buy something and put it into a charter fleet. That asking price is actually fairly competitive as well. Calliope, we've seen this come on and off the market as well. This is Holland and Jacobet. The boat is over in Montenegro at the moment. It has 5 stateroom layout, which is perhaps a little bit limiting for a 140-foot boat. She was launched in 2010, but she has a whopping asking price of almost $30 million. So pretty hefty on the price there. A little bit over the top, if you ask me. Next is Carte Blanche. This is a Trinity. Now this actually sold, I think it was 2 years ago. This is the old Wheels. Again, a very popular charter boat. When it was Wheels, it did have a fairly full charter lineup. 5 staterooms for 11 guests. The boat's up here in Newport at the moment, asking just under $7 million. We have a 112 Ferretti. This was built in 2005, has 5 staterooms. They went through a refit last year. This one's over in Italy, and they're asking just over $5 million. There's a trade, a Riva. A Riva are very popular in Europe. They didn't really get a hold of the US market, though. This one's here in Fort Lauderdale. This Go Fast or Express Cruiser style that Riva has. They also do Flybridge style. But they look very similar to the Pershings, but don't quite have that following. So this one was built in 2012. It's 2013 model. They're asking just over $6.5 million, and as I say, it's here in South Florida. It has 4 staterooms, so fairly good occupancy for that style boat. Seacal, this is a Bertram Sportfish enclosed bridge, launched in 1991. They're asking just under $700,000, which is pretty well priced for the Bertrams. Tend to hold the price very well, and it's also 72 feet long. Coaster, this is a 72 Nordland. The boat's over in California. Nordlands were always quite popular over there. Has 3 staterooms. Launched in 1990. They're asking just over $800,000. We have a Queen ship. The Queen ship's quite popular for the overall volume for for the length of the boat. Now this one's a little bit different. It only has 2 staterooms. The boat's in Fort Lauderdale. They're asking $1.2 million. That was launched in 2001, and it was a 2002 model. Chiquita, this is a Princess Express cruiser down in Miami. They have the 3 stateroom layout. It's 65 feet long, launched in 2002. They're asking just under $600,000. Lady St. Clair, this is a Fairline. Again, the Fairlines didn't really have a huge following here in the States. They are UK built boat. They're very popular over in Europe. This one's here in Jacksonville. It has a 3 stateroom layout, asking a very low $240,000. It's 60 feet, launched in 1996. A nice cheap boat there if you're just looking to get into the yachting scene. Interactive, this is a Sunseeker, launched in 1999. This is 58 feet long, $350,000. That boat's over in Fort Lauderdale as well. Discovery, this is a Compass. Don't see very many of these at all. The boat's over in Washington. They're asking just under $500,000. It's a 57-foot that was launched in 2001. Does have 3 stateroom layout though, so that's nice for this size boat. Second Wind, this is a Sea Ray sedan. This is launched in 2003. Has a 3 stateroom layout. They're asking again just under $500,000. So a little bit newer there, perhaps a little bit better option for that price point, because the Sea Rays do have a great following over here. So it's going to be a lot easier for you to sell it once you do come to move on from the boat. And that one's up in North Palm in Florida. Shifting gears, this is a Johnson. Don't see very many of these. Haven't seen actually any of these for a good number of years. This one's here in Fort Lauderdale, or down in Fort Lauderdale, sorry. Launched in 1996. They're asking $335,000. It has the 3 stateroom layouts. That's nice for a 56-foot boat, but again, not really much of a following there. Gone, this is a Symbol, launched in 2010. These have a great following. It's a 3 stateroom layout, 56 feet long. They're asking $1.35 million, which is a little bit high in my opinion. The boat's on the west coast of Florida in Fort Myers, but a good walk around, fairly large interior volume, so a good one to take a look at, but I'd be wary of that asking price. We have a 55-foot Neptunus, launched in 2006 up in New York. That only has a 2 stateroom layout. It is the Express Cruiser style. It is a fairly modern style for a 2006, and they're asking just $550,000. We have a Choi Lee. This is like a trawler style. Looks a little bit like one of the older outer reefs, but obviously not nowhere near the quality. This has a 4 stateroom layout though, so that's great for a 55-foot boat. Asking only $250,000. It is an older boat though, launched in 1982. 55 feet long. The boat's over in Naples, so a good one to take a look at if you're looking for a sort of trawler style with lots of cabins. A Carver called Princess. This is 53 feet long, launched in 2001. The boat's over in California at the moment. It has a 3 stateroom layout. They're asking $330,000. We have a Alwapast. I've never heard of this manufacturer before. The boat's here in the States. It's in Virginia in the Chesapeake Bay. It's a catamaran. It almost looks like a home build to me, or certainly a one-off. Asking $524,000. It was launched in 2004. Will be a large interior volume there, but only 2 staterooms, so an interesting one to take a look at if nothing else. The Beneteau Monte Carlo, I did walk through of a couple of these as well as a couple of reviews, so take a look for those on the website. This is the 50-foot model. It launched in 2013. Basically a brand new boat, asking right on $1 million. She is over in Thailand though, so they do have a few of these in Fort Lauderdale ready to go and available. So if that is something that you're interested in, they are beautiful boats. Take a look at that walkthrough that I did. 3 staterooms, so fairly high occupancy for the overall size, and great fuel efficiency, great feel to the interior of that boat. Thorvey, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This is a Krogan, launched in 1998. This is for the true trawler followers of you out there. Asking $399,000. It's in Annapolis at the moment. 2 stateroom layout, but great boat to spend some time in and go do some traveling. Odyssey, this is a Sabre. Now the Sabres and the Grand Banks East Bays have been a very popular model for them. This has a 3 stateroom layout. It's over in Virginia. Asking right on $1 million. It's basically a brand new boat. It's launched in 2013. Next is a San Juan. These are also very popular, those sort of East Bay styles, but these demand a much higher price. They right from the build, they're a more expensive boat, and they tend to hold their value a lot better as well. Asking $1.25 million. The boat is 2007 though, so you can see the difference there between those two. Basically the same size, 1 less stateroom in this, so interesting to get those 2 brochures and compare the two. Sea Ray, 48 feet. This has the hydraulic swim platform at the back. It's over in Miami. Asking $399,000. It launched in 2007. Has a 2 stateroom layout. So the last few now, we'll run through these. Bruja, this is another Sea Ray 48, 2006, but look at the price difference there. So they're asking almost 140,000 more than the previous one, and the previous one was a year younger. So again, interesting to get those 2 brochures. This has a 2 stateroom layout. It's over in Knoxville, Tennessee. Next is a Navigator. These are a great cheap trawler option. 48 feet long. It's a little older, as launched in 1999. Asking $249,000. So great option there for someone looking just to get into the yachting scene. It's down in Hollywood in Florida, just south of Fort Lauderdale. Has a 2 stateroom layout. So great choice there. That has the Volvo engines in it. Bayliner, an older boat again, launched in 2000, only asking $220,000. That has, I believe it has a 2 stateroom layout, although it doesn't say here. The boat's over in Alabama. And last but not least is a Grand Banks. This is their Flybridge sort of East Bay style. Asking just under $390,000, launched in 2003. And that boat's in Virginia as well. Lots of boats coming up in Virginia now for some reason. So that's it. That's all we have for you this week. Next week I'll still be here in Rhode Island. I'll still be working a couple of the boats that I have up here. So if you happen to be here up in Newport, then give me a call, contact me through the website, or email me direct at philip.bell@insideryachting.com, and get some of these brochures that you've seen today out of the boats that have just come on the market. Request those. They're already ready to go. Have all the photographs, all of the detailed descriptions and the specifications in there. Contact us through the website and I'll send those over to you right away. So thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time.